Okay, the stuff we've been doing is pretty difficult conceptually, and now we're going to have to wrestle with a question that's not only difficult conceptually, but it has a lot of steps too. So this is just a super tough problem, and you're going to run into these, and you gotta just do your best. You gotta slog through them the best you can. So let's try it. The original selling price of a share of stock was D dollars. So I know I'm going to draw a rectangle and say label it D. The selling price for a share of the same stock at a later date was represented by the expression 1.15 times, in parentheses, 0.95D. Which description could explain what happened to the price of the share of stock? Well, you know from PEMDAS, right, or the order of operations, that parentheses come first. So what happened when we have 0.95D? Now, we just did a problem that was very similar to this first step, so hopefully we're remembering that if you kind of set up D here and then you have 0.95D here, it's going to be, well, that's the same as 95 over 100 or 95%. So that's kind of like 5% here. Last time we were told we lost 5% and we had to calculate this down here. But here we are given this, but by now, because we've been doing this for a little while, hopefully it's not too foreign to us that we have a 5% decrease to get to 0.95D. So this first, what is 0.95D all about? Well, it says you have D and then you'll lose 5%. Okay, so the first thing we have is a decrease by 5%. So look at our answers here. All right, the price is decreased by 5%. Okay, that makes sense. That's good. That's still in play. The price is decreased by 95%. Nah, that's just silly. And this is silly. Okay, so we're down to A and C. One of our answers is our answer is gonna be either A or C. Okay, now we have 0.95D because we had the initial loss of 5%. And we're told that we have 1.15. So why in the world would we ever multiply this new expression we have by 1.15? Well, that's like multiplying it by 1, because this is 100%, or 1, and then another 15%, right? Because 115% is like 115 over 100, or 1.15. So we have 100%, we have another 15%, and we get to 115%, which equals 1.15. So what do we do if we had this new number here, this 0.95D, and we multiply it by 1.15? Well, we've increased 15%. We used to have this number, we decreased by 5%, and then we increased by 15%. So let's see if any of those answers match up. Okay, the sale price decreased by 5% and then increased by 0.15%. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. After all of that grief to go through to get the answer, they're gonna try to fool you with this 0.15 business? No, it's not 0.15%, it's 15%. That's a really sneaky distractor. That's like bad faith almost, right? After you do all this work to do 0.15%, I don't like it. Hopefully C works out for us. The price decreased by 5% and then increased by 15%. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we're good. We're good to go.